Hello YouTube, this is MintyJosh19 and welcome back to my channel. So in this Fast and Furious car video, we're going to be making the BMW from Too Fast, Too Furious. So a little history on the car. This car was only featured in one film, in the audition race, that Brian and Roman had to participate in to get on the drug lord cartel guy's team as an undercover assignment. Now, in real life, this car it failed to sell at an auction. I think the highest bid was only $15,000 because it's a modified 323 IS. And it's heavily modified and it's an automatic. So it's not desirable. Most people don't even know it was in the film. And the owner wasn't going to take $15,000 for it. Now, we're going to be making that car in GTA Online. So the first thing you're going to need to do is buy the car. Now there's two different options you can use for this build. One of which is the Zion Classic for $812,000. It's got that V-shaped front end, but the BMW only has a flat front end in the film. That's why I'm using this car. The Sentinel Classic. It's got that BMW shape minus the grille. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the engine or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna mess with like the cosmetics, like the spoiler and all that. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is the rims. Well, actually no, that's a lie. First we're gonna do the windows, which you're just going to want a dark smoke. Not fully dark, just dark. Next, we're going to do with the rims. Now, these rims are chrome. So, you're going to want to use sport car tires. Or sport rims, pretty much. That's SUV. We need sport. There we go. Now, the rims that I'm going to use for this build, since they look like pretty much standard rims, I'm going to use I thought there was one that actually looked like it. Give me a second while I find it. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Yeah, so you're going to want to use these rims. I'm not even going to try and say the name, but they're currently, from me, they're free. So once you get the rims, then you should make sure they're bulletproof. We'll deal with that last. Suspension, we are going to lower it. Spoiler, you pretty much... Okay. So that's good. Okay, you don't need any fancy spoilers like that. You can use this one, the sports spoiler. That's what I'm going to use. Skirts. Just your typical skirt. It's secondary skirts, what you're going to want to sell. The roof. And let me just take a look at the roof real quick. Okay, so the roof is going to have a little sun stripe on it, because there is some writing on it. But just a tad bit, it looks like. And next up, we're going to need to respray the car. You're going to want to paint it like a... We're actually going to go with a metallic look, actually. So you're going to want to use the graphite paint for this build. Alright, actually you're going to work... No, you're going to use the carbon black, my bad. For this build, for both the primary and secondary colors. There we go. Let's see. Library. So the library for this car is just some decals on the bottom of the rockers. That's it. However, there is no way to get this, just those, so we're just going to leave those off. Upgrade your headlights. You don't need to put in an underglow on it. The hood. I don't think you need to mess with the hood at all. Let me just double check. Yeah, so you don't need to mess with the hood. Well, let's see. Grill. You don't need to mess with the grill at all. Fenders. Don't need to mess with those. Exhaust. Bingo, here's a picture of the exhaust. So it only has a single exhaust on it, which you're not going to be able to find, so it's going to do the titanium tipped ones. Chassis. We're just going to do the full padded roll cage. Bumpers. We're going to use this street bumper. Or not the street bumper. It's just called the XS. Stock bumper, you just want to keep the rear bumper, you just want to keep the same. Upgrade your brakes, armor. Where's the engine? Exhaust engine. I'm like less than $100. Actually, less than $900 from getting the turbo. So I'll get the turbo later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this car, like I said, nobody really wants this car in real life. I'm not sure why. I would gladly drive it. Yeah. That's how you make the BMW that is in Fast and Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, I'm gonna stop talking about this car and actually talk about a car that was featured in the first Fast and Furious film. Leon's Nissan Skyline GTR. Now, Leon had joined Dom's crew, and you can see him in a yellow Skyline that I made using the I forget the car. It's the LG Retro in GTR line. In real life, his car does not exist anymore. It was crushed. I am really sad and disappointed about that. Like, you know, that car, it could have been worth some money just because it was a Skyline. It could have been worth more because it was featured in the Fast and Furious franchise. So I'm really sad they crushed it. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and rob a store so I can get a turbo on this thing. But that is how you make the BMW that was driven in Too Fast, Too Furious. So hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And I will see you all next time.